for future innovations. Space Cowboy. Elon Musk, the best-selling biography by business writer Ashley Vance, describes Musk's personal and professional trajectory and seeks to explain how, exactly, the man's repeated willingness to tackle impossible things has turned him into a deity in Silicon Valley. Born in South Africa in 1971, Musk moved to Canada at age 17. He took a job cleaning the boiler room of a lumber mill and then talked his way into an internship at a bank by cold calling a top executive. After studying physics and economics in Canada and at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, he enrolled in a PhD program at Stanford, but opted out after a couple of days. Instead, in 1995, he co-founded a company called Zip2, which provided an online map of businesses, a primitive Google Maps meets Yelp, as Vance put it. Although he was not the most polished coder, Musk worked around the clock and slept on a beanbag next to his desk. This drive is what the VCs saw, that he was willing to stake his existence on building out this platform, an early employee told Vance. After Compaq bought Zip2 in 1999, Musk helped found an online financial services company that eventually became PayPal. This was when he began to hone his trademark style of entering an ultra-complex business and not letting the fact that he knew very little about the industry's nuances bother him, Vance writes. When eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002, Musk emerged with the wherewithal to pursue two passions he believed could change the world. He founded SpaceX with the goal of building cheaper rockets that would facilitate research and space travel. Investing over $100 million of his personal fortune, he hired engineers with aeronautics experience, built a factory in Los Angeles, and began to oversee test launches from a remote island between Hawaii and Guam. At the same time, Musk co-founded Tesla Motors to develop battery technology and electric cars. Over the years, he cultivated a media persona that was part playboy, part space cowboy, Vance writes. Musk sells himself as a singular mover of mountains and does not like to share credit for his success. At SpaceX, in particular, the engineers flew into collective rage every time they caught Musk in the press claiming to have designed the Falcon rocket more or less by himself, Vance writes, referring to one of the company's early models. In fact, Musk depends heavily on people with more technical expertise in rockets and cars, more experience with aeronautics and energy, and perhaps more social grace in managing an organization. Those who survive under Musk tend to be workhorses willing to forgo public acclaim. At SpaceX, there is Gwynne Shotwell, the company president who manages operations and oversees complex negotiations. At Tesla, there is J.B. Strobel, the chief technology officer, responsible for major technical advances. Shotwell and Strobel are among the steady hands that will forever be expected to stay in the shadows, writes Vance. Martin Eberhard, one of the founders of Tesla and its first CEO, arguably contributed far more to its engineering achievements. He had a bitter feud with Musk and left the company years ago. Musk's companies also rely on public sector support and good timing, a reality that Musk tries to obscure. When he bristles at NASA's rules or fails to acknowledge SpaceX's interdependence with the agency, he can seem delusional. SpaceX is surfing on years and years of government-funded technology and public sector support, as Mariana Mazzucato, an economist at the University of Sussex and author of The Entrepreneurial State, points out. In 2008, after 3 failed tries, SpaceX launched its first rocket, enough to earn it a $1.6 billion contract.